Alright, y'all, so this is the second video on my Working with Demons series. I am making videos on working with the darker beings of the underworld. And this video is going to be about working with Lucifer, the spirit of Lucifer, as a spirit guide. Now, before we start, I need y'all to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Drop a good vibe and support the algorithm. And if a Bible thumper sees this, yo, leave a comment of how I'm going to hell, because that also supports my algorithm. Y'all didn't know that, right? If y'all drop shade, y'all also still giving me interactions and comments. So please drop all the shade, because I love when people do it. And people have tried it, and I want it. It's delicious for my algorithm. Anywho, let's get into the spirit of Lucifer. So before we start, I really want y'all to check out these books. I mentioned them in my last video regarding working with demons. This is the complete book of Demonolatry by S. Connolly. It really talks well about working with different demons and also the elements that they work with. So it brings up the demon Lucifer. And S. Connolly talks about Lucifer as an aspect of air, because all the spirit guides out there, y'all, they represent the elementals. They represent energies in the world, and they also represent energies outside of us. Lucifer is the embodiment of divine rebellion. Yes, there is a time and place where the rebellion is needed. If rebellion wasn't needed, then old systems of power, authority, and control would still be here. Now, I'm going to mention my personal experience and then talk about working with Lucifer. Lucifer showed up for me a couple of times, but each time he showed up for the last few years, I was like, I ain't working with you. You dark. Like, you scary. And I also was still associating Lucifer as Satan. So there was a lot for me to learn. Satan and Lucifer are not the same. I also want to let y'all know, everything in the cosmos and the universe needs two forces, two polar opposites, including us. We have good sides and we have bad sides. And everybody who we love and know, they all have their winnings, they all have their secret powers and strengths, and they also have their shortcomings. That is what it means to be whole in the universe. So, God, or what guides us from above, because when I've gotten the downloads, y'all, I've seen God, I've seen a goddess, and above that I saw source. If we were to look at this in Kabbalah terms, God would be Chokmah and goddess would be Binah, and up there source, spirit, and it's radiant light, but also a radiant abyss, both at once, because source is non-partial. It embraces and embodies all. In the same way, the universe is dual. Nature is dual. Dual in the sense that nature can grow things for us and cause destruction for us. And we also need an underworld, the shadows. So who do we need? We need somebody to watch over it. God is watching up above the cosmos, so is the goddess. I saw the vision of a dark god and a dark goddess. So Lucifer is an embodiment, not so much of Satan, but more so of rebellion, of changing things, of knowing when to fight for yourself. Satan and Lucifer are not the same, and Hades is not the same as Satan either. All right? They are different guides, beings, and deities. And to be quite honest, even working with Lucifer, there are so many different aspects of Lucifer. Lucifer can manifest physically very different for everybody. Lucifer can manifest as both masculine and feminine as well. Now, I'm going to give y'all a hot tip. So can all the archangels that y'all know. Archangel Michael could be Archangel Michelle, but that's a video for another day. Y'all, the universe is far more complex than we as humans make it out to be. We start putting our own human and all these different entities, and they are far more dynamic and enriching than human norms and societal norms that change over time. In 100 years, we're going to get this. Right now, we don't get this. Really make it out to be. So when Lucifer first came to me, I was in a place where I was pretty much about to get fucked over with certain business negotiations. And Lucifer came forward. I remember it was a place I was reading at and was like, why are you allowing this? Why are you so okay with being taken advantage of? why aren't you standing up for yourself? And I was like, I don't want to hear you talk. I don't want to hear you talk. And it was another situation where there were some people who were trying to cause spiritual harm on me. And he was like, yo, why are you just so chill about it? Why do you feel like you have to cleanse and forgive yourself through everything? When are you going to stand up for yourself? Now, Lucifer didn't say go batshit crazy and start getting a bat and swinging somebody with it, all right? Any being who tells you that is a low vibrational entity. And yes, darkness can also be high vibrational, all right? You got Kali Ma. Kali Ma is not a low vibrational being from the Hindu pantheon. Lilith is not a low vibrational being. And these aren't beings that are going to be like, yeah, I'll do all your evil and yeah, I'll create violence for you. Nah. They out here being like, I'm going to guide you and show you where sometimes you limit yourself, where you need to face your own shadows. And, you know, with Lucifer, he made me realize, like, what is it subconsciously that makes me fear being more aggressive when it is necessary? Because the planet Mars of astrology is where we fight. And in Justice of Tarot, we have the scales, knowing when to forgive and turn the other cheeks, and the sword, when to swing that sword. And the sword can also just be speaking up for yourself and standing up for yourself. I also had a reading for a client, and I told her, I was like, yo, Lucifer is coming out, and I don't know why, but here's the message. And before I even said, she said, wait, before you stop. And we were talking about her relationship. She was in an abusive relationship. She was like, Lucifer has showed up for me a bunch of times and told me I need to leave this man. I need to leave this man. I need to leave this guy. He's not treating me well. But I wanted to look at the brighter side of situation. Sometimes being too much in the light and focusing on the brighter side of situations, y'all, can be bad. So Lucifer comes forward as a guide to show you where you need to stand up for yourself, show you where you need to be a little bit more unconventional. To me, Lucifer manifests as the winds, as air, knowing when things need to be changed, knowing when you have to let old ideas go, even old ideas that limit you about taking the high road, being the bigger person. There are times where being the bigger person can get you scammed, conned, mistreated, cheated on, and if you don't do anything about it, and if you're always doing forgiveness, you can be a walking doormat. So Lucifer is here to show you how to be a better advocate for yourself in this life. Lucifer is also a philosopher, so he's going to show you, I say he because he manifests as a male for me, but for some of y'all, Lucifer might manifest as a feminine being for y'all. And it's all about these beings. They manifest as how they're meant to connect with you. So going back to it, Lucifer shows you philosophy and is here to illuminate. That is why he's seen as the morning star, the light that shines, the light bearer. He is here to illuminate your own perspective, get you out of any mental prisons that you have within your own mind, trying to give you expansion. And if we were even to look at the story of Lucifer, right? We see him as like, yeah, he wanted to rebel against God because he was prideful and thought that he was better than God. Y'all gotta remember something. These stories are so one-sided. First of all, the Holy Bible got so many books erased. Where's the book of Enoch at? Where's the story of Lilith at? Where's Mary Magdalene in that book? Because she was a full character and she was also performing her own healing miracles. They take away what is convenient to control the masses. Anywho, why was I even going in that? I lost my tangent. Yo, spirit, help me. Universe, guide me. Because it's some bullshit, y'all. Yeah, Lucifer is going to make you just kind of get out of those mental prisons, these social norms, these constraints, these ideas of what is good and evil. Understand, yes, there is a consequence to every action. But we get told that karma is not good or bad. Karma is just reaping what you sow. So you got to understand something. There's nothing wrong with working with Lucifer. It's just knowing why is Lucifer coming to you. And Lucifer is here to get you out of conventions of thought that limit you. Lucifer is here to show you how to stand up for yourself, how to think higher, how to get out of self-limitation, how to be expansive, be big, and be free. Lucifer is just here to guide you towards your own freedom. Now, if you want to petition him, I am seeing a white candle and a black candle. The white candle is for bringing in mental clarity. Lucifer does bring in a lot of mental clarity. So if you're feeling stuck, if you don't know what decision to make, if this decision is going to affect different people and you're in a situation where you have to choose between your own wellness or making other people happy, then yeah, Lucifer will come in and be like, yo, I'm here to advocate for you. The black candle is to understand your shadows, to know what your shadows are trying to teach you, because Lucifer will show you that your shadow sides aren't bad. It's just that you have to learn how to translate what they're saying. If your shadow side is basically being on the aggressive side, it is basically wanting to protect you. And it might just be telling you that somebody near you really ain't shit. Sometimes they might want to protect you, but it might be doing so from a place of past hurt. And you as a translator can't just banish your shadows or hide them, because if you do so, they will subconsciously rule your whole life and you will be out there projecting everything into the world. Nah, we can't have that, son. We can't have that. You know how many people project everything and judge other people, but they done crazy stuff? Nah, son, we can't do none of that. So the black candle would be to show you your own shadows and where your mental clarity, so the white candle, and where your shadows can meet, where your conscious mind, your rational mind can meet your subconscious mind. Because the darkness, the shadows, it's very subconscious. But if we were to look at that, right, that is the underworld of us. And when we look at the planet, when we look at nature, when we look at everything that rises, these flowers, these beautiful tulips and roses that rise from the ground, they were in darkness. They were cultivated through darkness. And the roots are still in darkness. So you must always go to your roots. And your shadows come from the roots of your childhood, your upbringing, your past lives, your ancestry, y'all. Your ancestral narratives. They aren't bad. Lucifer will show you how your shadows ain't bad. And when you are in alignment with your shadows, you are better able to make decisions. You are better able to stand up for yourself, advocate for yourself, and move beyond what is right and wrong. Because the reason Lucifer is kind of telling me right now is that there is forces of control. There's this sort of 1% ruling everything, is because they manipulate these narratives of good and bad. They play like they're good, they hide in the light, and they make you feel like it's bad to say, I'm not given enough. They make you feel like you should be grateful for scraps, or the bare minimum of even that. That is how control is done, through these ideas of love, light, mercy, forgiveness, turn the other cheek. Meanwhile, you have the same people preaching that. You have the same systems of power that indoctrinated us and so many different people all around the world, so many countries and cultures and bloodlines with this idea. And now they're running loose. We have been dumbed down. We have been broken down from our spirituality. Yo, I'm channeling here. And we are told we have to follow a belief system of forgiveness and being grateful for every little thing, instead of being like, yo, I want more, I need more, I deserve more. And that's where the story of Lucifer and pride has been misconstrued. Because what is wrong with being proud of yourself? Now, there is such a thing as vanity to an overextent, but what is wrong with being proud of yourself, being confident in yourself, knowing that you deserve more? And if we were to really look at the story of Lucifer, he rebelled against God. And when I connected with Lucifer, Lucifer told me, it wasn't about me being jealous of humans, because if not, I wouldn't be connecting with humans. I wouldn't be a guide for humans. The Goetia demons would not be here being able to communicate with humans. The Book of Solomon would have never existed if we didn't want to work with humans. Solomon worked with us, by the way. Oh, Solomon worked with us. Solomon did not get commanded and demanded by us, as the book says. And if sorcery is so bad, then why do we have the Book of Solomon? So yeah, Lucifer is a real philosopher. He will make you look at these narratives that have been used to control us, to limit us. He will take them and flip the script and tell you, wait, there's a shadow to this that needs to be seen. Because once you know the shadow of this story or this myth, then you see the wholeness of it. In the same way, there's a shadow to you. Once you understand and can decode your own anger and frustration, sometimes anger is sacred. dissatisfaction sometimes can be sacred. Once you process it, feel it, and pull away from it, you are able to draw upon whole wisdom, holistic wisdom. All right? All right, y'all. There's a video on Lucifer and connecting with Lucifer. If y'all have any questions, please let me know in the comments below. And if y'all want more videos like so, let me know as well. Thank y'all for tuning in. Stay beautiful, stay abundant, stay great. Ashe.